Nasagot mo na ba ang module mo? Huwag kang mangangamba, panoorin mo ito. Hello there, grade 8 students! Nice to see you again! It's me, your virtual English teacher. I am Sir Stephen, but you can call me Sir Steve or Sir Steve. How are you? Are you excited for our third lesson now?
Aye, aye!
I can hear you. Well then, let's begin.
Uy, tara na. Shh! Lika na!
Alright, let us begin our third topic for the first quarter. So this is English 8, quarter 1, week 3. Still, we are using the learning activity sheets. For this week, our learning competency is to use modal verbs appropriately. I repeat, to use modal verbs appropriately. Are you familiar with modal verbs? Have you encountered this term when you were in elementary or when you were in grade 7? I hope so. Allow me to read the background information. So, modal verbs. Do you often encounter mistakes or difficulties in expressing the exact meaning of your ideas in conversations? Worry no more, because this lesson on modal verbs will help you communicate effectively in different situations. So the use of modal verbs help you to be more effective in communicating. Now, what are modal verbs? Modals or modal auxiliaries are verbs. These are verbs. However, they give a different meaning to the main verb. So these are verbs which are paired with the main verb to give a particular message or meaning you want to convey. Modals are used with another verb to express ideas. What are these ideas? Ability, possibility, permission, necessity, and obligation, and a lot more. Thus, modals are used as helping verbs. So they are also helping verbs. They are called auxiliaries or auxiliary verbs, or also known as modal verbs. Okay? Now, let's have an example here. Mrs. Castro can speak Ilocano and Kapampangan fluently. Okay? So we are talking about Mrs. Castro. And Mrs. Castro can speak what? Ilocano and Kapampangan fluently. Now, the main verb here is speak. Okay? Now, the modal verb used to express a particular meaning, that it's a meaning telling that Mrs. Castro has the ability of doing, is the word can. So, can speak. So, modal verb can, and then the main verb speak. Now, to help you understand more on modal verbs, let us study these tables. So these tables are the different kinds of modals. So they contain what modal is particularly used, and then how it is used, and some examples. Okay, let's start with can. Just like what I said, can express ability. So when we use can, we express ability to do something at the present. Example, Mrs. Panlaki can play the piano. So who can play the piano? It's Mrs. Panlaki. She can play it, ability, at the present. Also, it is used to ask or give permission in an informal situation. I repeat, it is used in asking permission or giving permission in an informal situation. For example, excuse me, teacher. No. If you are with your friend and then you ask him or you ask her, can I close the door now? Okay, that is very informal. However, there's a more formal modal verb use. Later on, you will find out. So example for this, can I use your pen? Yes, you can. Okay? Ability and asking for permission in an informal situation. Next is could. Could is the past form of the verb can. Also, it expresses ability, however, in the past. Emma could reach her toes without bending her knees when she was 5. Maybe now that she grew up, she could no longer do it. So it was an action, an ability that she could do in the past. Also, it expresses possibility, a low possibility. It could rain today. So there is a possibility, but just a minimal possibility, a low possibility. To make a polite request, could you please hand the toyo? Could you give me this letter to the principal, please? To ask or give permission in a more formal situation. Could I leave the room now? Okay, that becomes more formal. To express a real condition. If I were a millionaire, I could travel around the world. Okay, if I were a millionaire actually expresses something that really did not happen in the present, but if only it happened, there's a possibility to could travel around the world. You got it? The third one is may. Okay? May is used to ask or give permission in a formal situation, and it's more formal than could. Can is used in an informal, could is used in a formal, but may is used in a more formal. Like for example, you ask permission from your teacher. Teacher, may I go to the comfort room? So that becomes more formal. May we borrow that book? Ma'am? Yes, you may. It is also used to express wish. May your prayers be granted. May all the favor, may all the odds be in your favor. So that is a wish. To express possibility, 50% possibility. A while ago, low possibilities for could. Now for 50% possibility, we use may. Madame Fajardo may administer the quiz tomorrow. So there is a 50% possibility that it could happen. Next is might. Might is used to express possibility, low possibility as well. Just like could. Okay. Might and could. Actually, normally we use might as past form of may. My parents might allow me to go to your birthday party. So it might happen, but in a low possibility. Next we have will. Will is used to express possibility, high possibility. Mr. Lissing will meet the SSG advisors tomorrow morning. So there is a high possibility that it would happen. To express future action, Rachel's parents will buy. So she has not, they have not yet bought her a pair of shoes, but they will buy it for her birthday. Okay. Next is to express willingness to do something. To express willingness to do something. Valerie will read her lessons in advance. So there is a willingness to do something. Will read. And to express promise. I will see you tomorrow morning. So that's a promise. I will visit you every Sunday. Okay, we use will. Next is would. We use would to express polite requests. Would you pass me the bowl of rice? So it's similar with polite request. Could, would, and could. To express polite invitation. Would you like to watch a movie with us? So you are inviting him politely. To express unreal condition. Similar to, what was that again? Unreal condition if I were a millionaire. Okay, could. It's most likely it's similar with the purposes of using could. If I were the class president, I would monitor the cleanliness of our room religiously. Okay. And finally, we use would to express a desire or want. Someday I would like to go on a trip in every tourist spot in the Philippines. So it's a desire or a want. And then we have a shall that expresses suggestion. Shall I buy pandesal for our breakfast? Suggestion. Also, it is used to express future action with I or we. I shall see you in the office. Okay. And shall is used, note here, shall is used in the second and third persons like you and he. Okay. And they. Third, it is used to express promise or determination. You shall be given plus points in the quiz if you participate well in your performance task. So if we express promise, for example, if you are familiar with the late General Douglas MacArthur with his famous line, I shall return. So he was expressing promise or determination that he shall return. Also to use expressing command, they shall clean the classroom first thing in the morning. So first thing in the morning, they shall clean. I shall clean first. There's a command. Should. It's actually the past form of shall normally. But when it comes to its use, it is used to express obligation or duty. Children should. It's their obligation. It's their requirement. It's mandatory. They're compelled to do it. To be respectful to their parents. You are required to be respectful to your parents by saying po and opo, even with your teachers, even with the older people. No? You have to respect them by using po and opo, or a simple smile and hello could do. Okay? Next is to give advice. You should wear a blue dress. It suits you. You should drink milk. It will make you healthy. So you are suggesting. You are giving an advice actually. Then we have must. To express necessity. Necessity. There is a high need. It's needed. It's necessary. Okay, there is a necessity. The Department of Health advised us to protect ourselves from COVID-19. We must, it's a necessity, we must always wear a face mask. Okay, remember that. You must wear a face mask every time you go outside, you go to the mall or grocery stores, or even anywhere, okay, just to make yourselves safe. It's a must. To indicate strong obligation, necessity, obligation, you are obliged, you are required, it's needed. The students must submit their requirements on time. To express strong, look at the words. Necessity, obligation, strong certainty. So when we use must, the level, how should I say this one? The degree or level of the degree and level it expresses when it comes to necessity is very high. Oh, my cat wants to join our class. Hi Tootsie, say hi. I'm having my class. Don't disturb me. Bye-bye. Okay. You must, Rob practiced football with his teammates the whole morning. He must be tired. So you are expressing a strong certainty. You are very sure that because he played in the morning football, then he must be very tired. And also we also use must to give advice, a strong advice, similar to should. You must always ask your teacher when you have difficulties in understanding the lessons. This one is applicable now that we are having modular classes. So anytime you have some questions, some confusions regarding your modules, then you can ask. You must ask advice. But of course, you must show respect and do it politely. And then ought to. Ought to is also used to express necessity or obligation, but with a weaker force compared to must. You ought to see a doctor. So it's a necessity, but with a weaker force. There you have it, our discussion. Do not forget the different models we use. Models are verbs, They're called auxiliaries or auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. They are used to to join or to pair with the main verb, and when we use them, they express different messages or meanings. Now let us continue to our activities. Okay, exercise A. Read the conversations carefully and complete each sentence with can or could. Write your answers on the blank. So let us recall how we use them. Can or could. Can, to do some ability to do something. Let me erase first. So ability to do something that is happening at the present, can. And then to give, to ask permission, informal situation. On the other hand, ability in the past, could. Possibility, low possibility, could. To make a polite request, could. To ask or give permission in a more formal situation is could. And to express unreal condition is could. AJ, number 1. AJ, I remember before I didn't know anything about playing the guitar. Before I didn't know anything about playing the guitar, I blanked not follow the rhythm in strumming then. So it's an action in the past. So certainly it's could. Okay, it's in the past form, so it's could. I could not follow the rhythm in strumming then. Really? Says Rovic. But you have improved a lot now. You can even tune your guitar by ears without using an electric tuner. So since we're talking about present action here, so certainly it's can. So could and can. Just recall how we use them and you can answer these correctly. Complete each statement with will or would. So let's recall. Will, high possibility. Future action, willingness to do something. Express promise. Would, polite request. Express polite invitation. Express unreal condition. To express a desire or want. Okay. How was your dance yesterday? I blanked not go to the practice because I had a fever. I need to catch up. Our presentation will be next week. So what is being expressed here? I'm sorry. This is for exercise 8. I'm sorry. So I blanked, bring home the gold medal. I promise. So when we express a promise, it's actually will. So I will bring home the gold medal. And then you like some dessert? Blank like some dessert? Invitation or inviting something. So it's would. Okay. Would you like some dessert? Okay. C. Underline the modal verb with the main verb and write the use of the modal verb in the sentence on the blank before each number. Choose from the list in the box below. Okay. Underline the modal verb with the main verb and write the use of modal in the sentence. You may use my science book. May use. Okay. Then let's check. Give permission, formal situation, express wish, express possibility, 50%. So we have to look at here. And then write the answer here. Get it? D. Complete each sentence by choosing the appropriate modal verb. Write the capital letter of your answer and the space provided before each number. You be home before 6 o'clock. So what do you want to express? So if will, your future action, possibility, express willingness to do, express promise. Can, ability to do something, asking permission. So what are the choices? Shall and would. Shall, express suggestion, future action, express promise or determination using you. And then should, express obligation, duty to give advice. So if you are giving an advice, it's would actually. Shall and Would. Polite request under okay. It's shall. You shall. And then letter E, answer the following questions in complete sentences using the appropriate modal verb. You are a student. What must you do? So I must blah blah blah. Okay. And lastly, for the reflection, of course, you just have to answer the given questions, right? In complete sentences. Just read the situation and then answer the given question. Okay? And there you have it, my dear grade 8 students. Thank you for being with me in today's virtual lesson. I hope you have learned something. I hope that I have shared my knowledge and I was able to explain to you more or much clearer the lesson, the discussion you have in your module. Please do not forget to follow me in my accounts, my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and please subscribe in my channel so that you can be updated with all the videos that I am doing. Once again, thank you and see you next week. Bye bye!